Florida politicians behind Don't Say Gay are backed by corporations claiming to support LGBTQ+. Queer News Tonight has reported extensively on the Florida Parental Rights in Education bill, or the Don't Say Gay bill, as opponents are calling it. The chief sponsor of the bill, Dennis Baxley, has been making derogatory remarks against the LGBTQ+ community forever. It comes as a surprise to many, then, that several major companies that tout being LGBTQ+ supportive have financially supported those who back the bill. For example, Comcast NBC Universal has donated a total of $28,000 to Baxley and others who support the bill. United Healthcare, which received a perfect score on the 2022 HRC Corporate Equality Index, has donated at least $200,000 to Governor DeSantis in the past 2 years. Other companies that have donated to the Florida politicians backing the bill are Duke Energy, AT&T, the funders of One America News, Walgreens, and many others.
Does it piss you off?
Big time.
Well, and once again, we have an opportunity to speak with our wallets. Boycott, boycott, boycott. It's very easy. Walgreens has plenty of competition. There's all these companies, insurance companies, have plenty of competition. Go where the money is needed and deserved.
Well, the problem, I mean, I agree with you on one hand. On the other hand, it seems that our hands are almost tied in some situations. Like if you have United Healthcare through an employer, so you're kind of like, okay. And CVS, I mean, CVS is also known to have very bad political leanings.
Yeah.
So the alternatives aren't always so easy.
But it still hurts, though, Dale.
Oh,
like,
God.
Sure. Comcast, didn't they do that whole big virtual pride for us when we were quarantined? And this is what they do behind? This is how they use their money against us?
It's disturbing that the HRC is giving these
Right,
ratings.
that's my point.
Very disturbing.
So where is the HRC now? Because they're scoring them, right? So they give them a score and they get a lot of backing based on those scores. So now is there a follow-up from the Human Rights Campaign? Because there must be some consequence to this, right? So, and that's when you go and invest your money or support. Is the HRC following up on this? Is what I want to know.
Yeah. Do you think that they will? I'm curious.
Well, if we tweet them enough, they might.
You know what's particularly disturbing on this story is it's the political reality. I think the frustration that I hear from all of you is this is the reality of business and politics. And when the Supreme Court ruled that money is free speech, this is exactly what you get. What are these companies doing? It's called hedging your bets. And so they're spending money on campaigns that I am quite sure philosophically do not agree with in any way. I mean, come on. NBC Universal, let's take the Comcast out of it. NBC Universal, do we think for 2 seconds that NBC Universal is homophobic in any way? No.
They have a peacock as their
right. In fact, they got criticism that their peacock was too gay.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Right.
But what they do is then they spend $28,000, which for NBC Universal is nothing.
Not even petty cash.
For Dennis Baxley, who is a horrible homophobic person. It's the dirtiness of business and politics in America. And the bigger picture is unless we can figure out a way via the Supreme Court, because now we have to do it via the Supreme Court, to get money out of politics, which principally means big business, this will not change because they're hedging their bets. At least we can understand what is going on, and we make in that understanding decisions of what we are going to do before boycotts or whatever else. It's a really sad situation. This 28,000 is it's just really terrible. NBC Universal should be embarrassed to even breathe Dennis Baxley's name in any way.
And one last thing, Al, when they were asked about this donation, they said no comment.
Yeah.
Come on. Then at least stand your ground and say, hey, you know what? We didn't know we gave this money out. Let's give some more money to the Trevor Project or something like that. Exactly. No comment screams huge.
Exactly.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBT